benefits. We'll be showing you some exotic teas, like the so-called Emperor's Tea, a tea that's actually roasted in a pan, and a tea that's named after a wild goose. We've traveled all around Japan in search of some of the best teas, and after tasting hundreds of different kinds, here are our favorites. Number 10, the Kamairicha Isen. This is that tea we were telling you about that's roasted in a pan. After the leaves are picked, Mr. Isen steams them and then roasts them in a large pan in order to impart a warmer, nuttier taste profile on the tea. Even though this is a Japanese green tea, it shares a lot of similar characteristics with a Chinese tea because of the pan firing process. You'll get flavors of cashew, nori seaweed, and even a hint of caramel. It's very rare in Japan as a whole, but farmers in Miyazaki Prefecture like Mr. Isen still make this tea the traditional way. This tea is very good, but it can be a bit expensive. There's another pan-roasted tea on this list, but it's actually roasted even longer, to the point that it almost tastes like coffee. It's coming up soon, at number 7 on the list. Number 9, the Murasaki Sencha. This is a tea we discovered when we were traveling in the south of Japan, and it's produced by the talented farmer Mr. Kawaji in Kagoshima. Mr. Kawaji specializes in these vibrant green Fukumushi.
Guys, welcome to my channel this Friday evening. I am doing green tea. This is a green tea bag, and we're going to be talking about the benefits of green tea. This is a green tea of our local green tea from Wales. I don't know all the names they're going to be talking about on there because they're going to be teaching us about 10 different green teas. But this is a green tea, and we're going to be talking about the benefits of green tea. I don't know if you do green tea. You can also start to see how it's starting to color in my water right there. Yeah, there it is. I'm going to put the bag there and let it steep a little. And I was also encouraged by someone. I buy 100% lemon juice because I don't eat the other lemons that fast, okay? So I was encouraged by a friend to add a touch of lemon juice to my tea as well. So I'm going to let that kind of steep here a little bit, and I'm going to invite you to listen in as we learn about the benefits of green tea. I never knew that there were so many varieties of green tea, let alone in knowing all the benefits of green tea. We also want to talk about the side effects of green tea, and that'll be about it, how the benefits and the side effects, so we make sure that we don't overdo it, okay? Because when we hear some of these benefits, we're probably going to want to just start drinking green tea. Guys, this is your caregiver supporter, Queensley Pinkson. Still got on my scrubs from work, just coming in and wanting to hit my evening people tonight. Some of them shared with me that we're so glad you come on a little later sometimes because we are able to join in to your podcast. So let's get right into finding out about these green teas. And guys, share, like, share, and subscribe. And by all means, leave a comment. Here we go.
Style teas. These teas are steamed for a longer time, and during that steaming process, the leaves are broken down, allowing more leaf material to flow into the cup. This creates not only a vibrant green color, but a strong, almost fruity flavor profile and additional health benefits compared to a normal green tea. The deep steaming process also reduces a lot of the bitterness, and for that reason, this has been one of the best teas we've found. But there's an even better Fukumushi Sencha coming on later in the list. Before we get to that, what was that wild goose thing all about? Number 8, the Karigane Sakamoto. This tea is named Karigane after a wild goose because when the tea is brewed, the stems float to the surface and they resemble pieces of driftwood that wild geese may stop and rest on during their migration. This is referred to as a stem tea or kukicha, but what makes Karigane unique is that it's made from the stems and leaves of shaded tea plants. The shaded leaves provide a lot of sweetness in the tea, while the stems create a mild, straw-like flavor. The stems also give the tea more minerals and less caffeine when compared to a normal green tea, which is one of the many health benefits of Karigane. The Karigane produced by Mr. Sakamoto in Shibushi is deliciously sweet and fruity, with notes of cantaloupe and cucumber. It also works exceptionally well as a cold brew tea, which has earned it a spot in our ranking. However, it's not Mr. Sakamoto's best tea. For that, you'll have to wait for the number 1 spot. Number 7, the Hojicha Noike. As promised, there's an even heavier roasted green tea on this list. Hojicha is a type of fully roasted green tea, made by turning the tea leaves in a hot pan for a long time. During this long roasting process, the leaves change from green to brown, and they take on much more of these warmer notes of coffee, caramel, and even chocolate. The Noike Hojicha is grown by Mr. Noike in the middle of a pinewood forest near Kyoto. These tall trees partially shade the tea plants, giving them a sweeter flavor. Although the Noike Hojicha has a strong, roasted flavor to it, the taste is well balanced and sweet. Number 6, the Henta Sencha Saimidori. To finish off the first half of our list, we wanted to mention a tea that has a great value for its price. This was a discovery we made when we visited the farm of Mr. Henta in Kirishima. Mr. Henta is an expert on green tea varietals, also known as cultivars, and he knows exactly which varieties to use to get the best flavor. This sencha is made from the Saimidori cultivar, which is known for being one of the sweetest. It has a thick, almost syrupy texture and a very sweet flavor. Normally, a green tea with this level of sweetness would come with a steep price tag, but you can find the Henta Sencha at a mere fraction of the price at neoteas.com. We're already halfway done, but there's still so many different interesting teas to show you. We have the famous popcorn tea, a tea made by combining matcha powder with green tea leaves, and finally, the Emperor's tea. That's all coming up soon, but first, let's talk about the popcorn tea. Number 5, the Gyokuro Genmaicha. It's known as popcorn tea because it's made by combining green tea leaves with toasted rice. Some of the grains of rice actually pop in a similar way to corn kernels, and they resemble pieces of popcorn. This method of combining tea leaves with toasted rice began as a way to make tea supplies last longer. But eventually, people fell in love with the flavor and genmaicha was born. This tea has a lower caffeine content and a warm cereal flavor profile. The Gyokuro Genmaicha is made from shaded tea leaves, so it has an even sweeter flavor with less bitterness. Number 4, the Shizuku Sencha. What makes this tea unique is that it combines green tea leaves with matcha powder. This tea is designed to make the ultimate cold brew, with the matcha powder being released into the water to create a rich flavor and vibrant green color. This was a discovery we made when we visited the small town of Shiran in southern Japan, and the tea has been among our favorites ever since. The matcha provides a boost of flavor, health benefits, and color. The tea works great both hot and cold, but it's mostly known as a cold brew, and for this reason, it's outclassed by the next green tea on our list. Number 3, the Yamaga no Sato. This tea has consistently been one of our most popular green teas ever since we discovered it in Shizuoka 5 years ago. It's a blended tea, made by combining the Yabukita tea variety with the Asatsuyu tea variety. This tea is carefully crafted in order to capture this distinct lychee berry note. This tea is fruity, complex, and it works great both hot and cold. The tea is also quite affordable, which sets it apart from the Murasaki Sencha further down on our list, which is a little bit more expensive. Like the Murasaki, this tea is a deep steam tea, which means it has a richer green color, fruitier flavor, and more health benefits compared to a typical green tea. For this reason, it's one of our favorites, but it's still not the Emperor's tea. For that, you'll have to wait to the end. Number 2, the Matcha Washimine. This is the only matcha on our list, but if you're interested in learning about the best matcha teas, we have a full ranking of the top 21 in a separate video. The Washimine is a powdered tea. It's made from shaded tea leaves that have their stems removed and they're ground into a fine powder in a large stone mill. When you mix this tea into water using a bamboo whisk, it concentrates the flavor and the health benefits. Normally, a powdered tea like this would be very bitter, but a talented matcha farmer knows how to produce a naturally sweet and smooth matcha that you can drink without milk or sugar. This one comes from the Nakai family in Kyoto, and it's made using the Okomidori cultivar, so it's even smoother. This tea has consistently been the most popular matcha we've seen, and you can find it at neoteas.com. Number 1, the Gyokuro Cha Meijin. Finally, the moment you've all been waiting for, the famous Emperor's tea. This tea, called Gyokuro or J-Do, was once the tea of choice for the emperor. Before the use of refrigeration, the emperor would assess a tea's quality by how long it was able to maintain its flavor, and Gyokuro would win every time. This tea has to be shaded for 3 weeks before the harvest in order to maximize its sweet and savory flavor. It can also only be made using the top 3 sprouts of the tea plant, as these are the richest in flavor and in nutrients. The leaves go through an additional rolling phase to take on their distinct pine needle shape. This rolling locks in the flavor so that when the leaves are infused into water, they can release it all at once into a delicious cup of tea. Mr. Sakamoto's family has been producing this tea for generations, and he has found a way to perfect that sweet and savory flavor that Gyokuro is famous for. This is his master's blend, giving it the name Cha Meijin, or Master's Tea. and it's made using the extra sweet Cyanidally cultivar. This tea has a beautifully warm caramel sweetness, a high caffeine content, and a high theanine content, giving you a long-lasting energy throughout the day. This tea has truly earned its spot on top of our rankings. If you want to try this tea or any of
Wow, 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 guys. We're going to stop right here for a minute. We're coming back with another video on tea. We're going to talk about the side effects of tea. But I just wanted to introduce you to that part. Do you drink green tea? Have you ever drank green tea? If you do, leave a message. Are you aware of the benefits of green tea? Because I was not aware of the benefits of green tea. Listen. Green tea offers a variety of health benefits for seniors, for everybody, but for seniors. And my audience is basically seniors because they're caregivers and they're for themselves and for their loved ones. So, I mean, I was like blown away with this. Look at this. Some of the key advantages of green tea. Number one is brain health. Can you believe it? I have someone that's in the chat. Let's go over here and get them. All right. Okay. Let's see here. All right. What we got here? She says, I've never seen the green tea leaves and how it's grown. Thank you for sharing. Oh my God, you are more than welcome, my sister. I'm so sorry that you're traveling and you can't come in, but that was outstanding. In the 10 top um, teas of green teas. I've never known that much about green tea at all. So, and we're also going to show a short clip later about the side effects of green tea as well. So thank you so much, Archie, for sharing. Okay, so the brain health, though, can you believe it? I didn't know this. Green tea contains antioxidants, like it's called catechins. I hope I'm saying that right. Catechins. Okay, might be my little southern tongue tiedness, which may help protect against cognitive decline and reduce the risk of Alzheimer's and Parkinson's disease. Did you know that? Wow. I need to see if there's just a little bit more on that. Let me go to a link here because it says that it may help protect against cognitive decline, meaning your thinking, your decision making decline, and then it may reduce the risk of Alzheimer's and Parkinson's disease. Whoa, let's see what's on here. This green tea. Okay, so it's talking about the 7 benefits, and it just gives us some more. And guys, I'm going to leave some links in the description box where you can read more about green tea. Oh my goodness, we got to get to these. We got to get to these. Let me go back to the ones that I have. We're coming back. I'm getting excited about this green tea. Okay, so number 2, heart health. Heart health. Green tea, heart health. Drinking green tea regularly can help lower cholesterol and triglyceride levels. Did you know that? Look at God. Okay? Reducing the risk of heart disease and stroke. Reducing the risk of heart disease and stroke. Green tea. Oh goodness, my mom was a tea drinker. She loved tea. I'm not sure if it was only green tea. She was a tea drinker. I told you guys that because she would drink the tea from the herbs. Oh man, that is exciting. Okay, so number 1, we said real quick, brain health from green tea. Number 2, heart health. Now, seniors, bone density. Caregivers, you're taking care of your loved ones. Bone density. What is this? Green tea may help maintain bone density, which is crucial for preventing fractures and osteoporosis. Did you know that? Green tea may help maintain Bone density helps maintain strong bones, which is crucial in preventing fractures, guys, and osteoporosis. Oh my goodness, osteoporosis when the bone deteriorates. Yes, yes, yes. We hear people talk about that cartilage in between the bone goes away sometimes. So you got bone rubbing bone in the knee or in the hip. It's got to be replaced. So the bone itself, the shaft gives way. Oh my goodness. Guys. All right, let's go, let's go, let's go. How about diabetes management? Did you know that green tea helps with diabetes management? It said some studies suggest that green tea can help regulate blood sugar levels, potentially lowering the risk of type 2 diabetes. What is one of the number one things that they tell us in the Black community? That we have what? Hypertension, and we are what? High on the list for what? Type 2 diabetes. Are we drinking green tea? Do you even know about green tea? Have you drank green tea? Have you tried green tea? Will you try green tea? I mean, really, let's just think about it, right? Okay, so diabetes management. Let's go on. Mood and relaxation. Mood and relaxation. So what are you saying? Green tea contains L-theanine, L-theanine, which promotes relaxation and may help reduce depressive symptoms in older adults because seniors can become depressed. Let me see if they have anything else on that. This is amazing. This is amazing. We know green tea is loved worldwide. We know that. Oh my God, oh my God. For seniors, drinking green tea can be a calming routine with potential health benefits. Whoa, your golden years are a great time to pick up habits that boost your health. Adding green tea to your day is an easy way to do this. Oh my goodness, drinking green tea is not only refreshing, but it's also a chance to engage in a healthy and grounding practice. It's linked to lower depressive symptoms in older adults, so they might help your mental health. Oh my goodness, what is one of the topics we talk about today? What is one of the things the world is faced with today? Mental health, mental health, mental health. And are you saying that we really can maybe just offer a glass or a cup of green tea? Mm, 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 mm. That's amazing. That is absolutely amazing. It's linked to lower depressive symptoms in older adults so that it might help your mental health. The antioxidants in green tea, I told you before that word is catechins, are linked to numerous health benefits. This makes it a smart choice for those who want to care for their body and mind. When you drink a cup of tea, of green tea, you're joining a centuries old tradition. It's known for its common effects and health benefits. Let's go back. Let's go back. So we said mood and relaxation, skin health. Oh, no, I'm telling you, I can use some help there, right? I can use some help there. All of my pimples left, and then all of a sudden seemed like they all wanted to come back. Anybody ever experienced that? It's like I didn't have any. And then all of a sudden I get a certain age and I'm like a teenager again. I start getting some pimples again. I'm going like, what is happening with me? Well, it says here that green tea helps with skin health. It says the polyphenols in green tea can help protect the skin from aging. Well, Everybody say we better go get some shots, right? Green tea, I don't know. I'm drinking. I'm drinking. Okay. It says the polyphenols in green tea can help protect the skin from aging and may aid in managing conditions like acne and excessive oil production. Did you? Wow. Guys, this is not a long video tonight. Trying to make them shorter each time. But can you believe this about green tea? Oh my goodness, my goodness, my goodness. We're going to see another video in just a minute, and then we're going to close out the video. Um, some ways that maybe you can do your green tea. Morning rituals for gentle energy, right? And you can encourage your caregivers. You can encourage your seniors, your loved ones that you're caring for, your mom. Let them try something different. I know we do coffee. I know. I can't do nothing without my coffee. The only thing about this green tea has caffeine in it as well. It just doesn't have as much as coffee. It doesn't have as much as coffee, and it is more beneficial for you. Okay? So you want to encourage the seniors to start their day with a warm cup of green tea, maybe instead of coffee. Maybe one day it can be green tea, and maybe because maybe you can't just dive right into it. All right. So it might be like, okay, let's have you can have your coffee, and then maybe later for the next one we can have a cup of green tea. Start getting them used to it. You know what I mean? Into it there, and you have one with them because all of this benefits here is going to help you as well. I mean, this is outstanding. All right. Hydration booster. You know, we talked about seniors not drinking a lot of water. They don't realize that they're not drinking a lot of water because they've kind of lost that, or they're not as active as before. They're not burning off the energy like before, maybe sweating, doing all the things. So therefore they're not creating the thirst that they once had. So if you're caring for a senior and all of a sudden it seems like I'll just take whatever I need with my pills, or I'll just have a little bit of this or a little bit of that, not too much, don't give me too much, they can end up getting dehydrated, and that is not good. Dehydration causes a lot of things, confusion, and it just goes on. The body needs water. We are 2/3 water, by the way, just in case anybody didn't know that. We're 2/3. And we have to make sure that we get liquids in. So green tea can be a hydration booster in helping seniors get their fluids in. Again, it's not coffee. It kind of like an antihistamine. It dries you out. It gives you perk. The caffeine perks you up, but it still dries you out. Okay. They actually said for every cup of coffee you should drink a cup of water. Now I don't do that, and over half nobody else that drinks coffee uh, that I know do that. But that is what's recommended, all because it will dry you out. Okay. But we're saying the tea, it has flavor, but it also has more water. And so therefore it can be a hydration booster. Okay. Um, brain boosting tea time. So we can pair green tea with memory boosting activities like scripture reading, and we can have green tea. I mean, think about it, guys. How about puzzles in green tea? How about uplifting conversations with green tea? How about a discussion about green tea? How about the antioxidants they may support the memory, right? And make it a great addition to their routine. So you can find ways to do that, caregivers, as you're caring for your loved ones, right? Okay? Mm. And they might start saying, well, I don't know, but my daughter told me that I should be drinking some green tea. And she and I sit down and we played bingo and we drank green tea. Or we did a puzzle and we drank green tea. Or it was 2 o'clock in the day and we had us a cup of green tea. I'm starting to feel better. You might not even notice it. You pick yourself up and they pick themselves up, and you start noticing maybe a benefit in their health. Who knows? All right. Stress relieving evening brew. All right. So, um, green tea with chamomile helps somebody fall asleep. Maybe they're all tensed and tired, and you know how we do things to relax. I like lavender. I guess you can tell. I like lavender. I like the scented oils, and I like to put them in my bath water, and it relaxes me. So, green tea with chamomile or lavender can create a relaxing bedtime routine to ease what anxiety and promote restful sleep. So there you go. Think about it. Well, how about cooking and recipes? Now, I haven't done this, but I'm going to see. I think this is some great ideas here, guys. We can use green tea in smoothies. Did you think about that? We can use green tea in oatmeal, in soups for extra health boost. There's the guy in the video mentioned matcha, a powder. You saw the one with the powder form of green tea. Um, can also be added to baking goods for nutrient-rich treat. Wow, wow. Listen, guys, I know Audrey, she had to leave, but she did stop in and leave a note, and thank her for that. She knows about green tea as well. So I'm going to ask her if she would maybe in the comment section give us some recommendations on specific types of green teas that she likes. Because we saw the video of 10 different green teas, right? And also, um, let's look at a little bit of scripture here, and then we're going to see that other video. I'm so excited about this green tea, man. Guys, I like to learn stuff. I'm telling you, I do. Gosh, gosh, gosh. I could have been drinking green tea all along. I would go in the store and pass by it. I never really paid it much attention. I never knew it had all these benefits. Mm. Let's add a little scripture, and then we're going to see that last video, and we'll get out of here. Recommended green tea types. Okay, there's the sencha. We saw that on the video. I think there's 10 types he shows us. So it's a gentle antioxidant rich tea, supports cognitive health, the mind. We talked about the matcha. It's a powdered form of green tea packed with nutrients and energy boosting properties. I think you might have seen the jasmine green tea. I think I've seen that one in the store. Jasmine. It's known for its soothing aroma, perfect for relaxation and stress release. Wow. Can you imagine if you have, um, I had a friend that had a loved one that was dementia, Alzheimer, and she would play my album and it would calm her mother-in-law down. But can you imagine also if she had known about jasmine green tea? If she could have given her a nice, soothing cup of jasmine green tea for relaxation and stress relief. I mean, this is amazing. And then you turn around and put green tea in with chamomile too. My green tea. You know, did you know that it relaxes? Now, green tea has a small amount of caffeine in it, and it also have all of these benefits, but it doesn't have as much caffeine as coffee. That's the big deal if you can't have a lot of caffeine. Now, I did green tea with lemon. My girlfriend told me about the green tea, Audrey actually, about green tea and adding lemon. So I had some lemon juice, 100% lemon juice. I added about a teaspoon of lemon juice into my um, cup, my glass of green tea, and it tastes great. Mm. She mentioned that to me the other day. She said, you can also add lemon. Now I see here they say ginger. So you can do green tea with lemon or ginger. And what does that do? It supports the digestion and immunity, your immune system. All right. So let's do some faith-based. I got to always bring the Lord in. Got to always bring the Lord in. Faith-based affirmations for tea time, you might can use one of these. Pair tea drinking with these affirmations. Are you ready? Okay. Lord, you refresh my soul. Think about the tea, refreshing. As I sip this tea, I receive your peace and strength. And that is from Psalms 23:3. Oh my gosh. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Here's another one. This is my favorite. I made a song on my album is about this one. My body is the temple of God. So here it says, my body is a temple of the Holy Spirit. Every sip is nourishment that honors you. You're drinking tea and you're blessing the Lord. That was from 1 Corinthians chapter 6, verses 19 to 20. I think we have a couple more. So now you're drinking tea and you're going to share, your grace is sufficient for me. Just as this tea brings warmth, your love sustains me. 2 Corinthians chapter 12, verse 9. Oh my. With each sip, I am reminded that you renew me daily. Lamentations 3:23, 22 to 23. And here's the last one, the scripture. Then we got another video to see. I drink your wisdom, Lord, and I trust in your guidance. Proverbs 3, verses 5 through 6. Oh my goodness. Did you ever think that in green tea, so many properties just in those little leaves that God has given us? Well, let's go. So we're going to see now. We've seen the 10 top green teas in the first video clip. I want to go now and find, because we want to bring a balance and so that you can watch out for the side effects of it too. So let's go see if we get that one and bring it in here. Let's see here, side effects of green tea. Let's see what is being said.
Find out. We'll cover all the green tea side effects you need to watch out for, and at the end, we'll show you how to drink green tea without the side effects. Let's get started. So before we talk about green tea side effects, it's important to keep in mind that different people experience different side effects of green tea. Even though it's much lower than coffee, green tea still contains caffeine. People that are sensitive to caffeine may experience adverse effects like jitteriness, increased heart rate, or difficulty sleeping. It's important to recognize your caffeine tolerance so you can enjoy tea without worrying. If you're sensitive to caffeine and want to avoid these green tea side effects, we recommend you go for a low caffeine tea like genmaicha, which is made from older tea leaves combined with toasted rice. This creates a nice cereal flavor with less caffeine and more minerals. Green tea may also interact with certain medications, affecting their absorption and efficacy. For example, green tea can decrease the absorption of statins like Lipitor. It may also enhance the effects of blood thinners, which can be dangerous. If you're on either of these types of medications, it doesn't hurt to ask your doctor if you're still able to drink green tea when you're taking them. So now that we've gotten the messy stuff out of the way, let's talk about something a little less serious: trouble sleeping. One of the most common negative green tea side effects is simply having trouble getting to sleep. So we're going to show you different types of green teas and when you should be drinking them. First, we have the low caffeine teas. Low caffeine green teas like bancha, kukicha, hojicha, and genmaicha can be drunk in the late afternoon or evening. Unless you are very sensitive to caffeine, you shouldn't experience any side effects of green tea like these. Also, the first brewing of the tea will contain a majority of the caffeine. So if you want to ensure that you get a good night's sleep, you can enjoy the first brewing at around lunchtime and then reinfuse the tea leaves later on in the day for a second and third brewing. What about high caffeine teas? High caffeine green teas like matcha, gyokuro, and sencha are best consumed in the morning or early afternoon. If you drink them in the late afternoon or evening, you may have trouble sleeping. So there are a few small negative side effects of green tea, but they are clearly outnumbered by the positive side effects. Green tea is rich in antioxidants and amino acids, and in addition to being good for heart health and weight loss, green tea can also lead to healthier skin and hair. The main benefit of green tea, as far as we're concerned, is that it tastes really good. So how do we enjoy the benefits without the side effects of green tea? First, it comes to choosing the right tea. We recommend to go for pesticide-free loose leaf tea. Loose leaf tea varieties tend to be made from higher quality tea leaves, and they have a more nuanced flavor. You'll also want to stick to teas grown with organic methods, as certain pesticides have been associated with negative green tea side effects. We make it a point to only work with farmers that are committed to growing tea without the use of pesticides or chemicals. That's why every tea you'll find on our website, neoteas.com, is grown without pesticides. We also only sell loose leaf tea because tea bags are usually made from lower quality tea leaves, and the bags themselves can contain a lot of other materials and chemicals. After choosing the right tea, you'll want to make sure that you prepare it the right way. You're going to want to start off with high quality, filtered water to brew your green tea. Tap water with impurities or a strong taste may affect the tea's flavor. Green tea is best brewed with water that's below boiling, around 140 to 175 degrees Fahrenheit. That's 60 to 75 degrees Celsius. Boiling water can make the tea bitter and potentially increase the release of tannins, which can contribute to an upset stomach. To reduce the extraction of the tannins and the caffeine, you're going to want to go for shorter steeping times. We recommend to only brew Japanese green tea for 1 minute, but with teas like gyokuro that have these tightly rolled needles, you're going to want 2 minutes. You can also try cold brewing the tea, which produces a smoother and sweeter flavor. Also, as we mentioned before, if you're sensitive to caffeine, it may be best to drink the second and third infusions of the green tea later on in the day. Hopefully you found this video helpful when it comes to avoiding the side effects of green tea.
All right, guys. So I wanted to bring a balance. So that we can have a balance with our green tea. And know that you're saying, well, the caffeine, it keeps me awake or whatever. But I want you to know that the benefits of green tea outweighs anything else that we have heard tonight. Brain health, heart health, bone strength, diabetes management, mood relaxation, skin health. I mean, it's amazing. So I'm going to say, if you will, do your research on green tea and let me know if it's something that you already do or you're thinking about trying, or the information helped you to think about looking into green tea. Um, we're here to help and to help our family caregivers and help ourselves, because if you can drink, it's going to help you. And then also the ones that you're caring for is going to help them. We're going to need to do everything we can to help each other in these days that are coming up ahead. It's going to be trying times, and we're going to need to do something to help ourselves. So we're going to pray, we're going to read God's word, and we're going to put it into action because the Bible says faith without works is dead. So we can't just say God's going to do it. He is going to do it. But the Bible says that he is a worker. He works together. He's with us. We work together with the Lord. So if faith without works is dead, that means we can't just sit. We have to put our faith, we have to put actions to our faith. And then we're working together with God. So I'm drinking my green tea and believing God that he created this and the benefits in this will help me. Now, again, with the side effects, we don't overdo anything. We don't want to really just go way off with our green tea because that wouldn't be right. We want to do it in moderation. And we want to try maybe to do more research and find out maybe which one is better for us. They all have health benefits. Which one would be better for mom or which one would be better for dad? Maybe we can even mention it to your doctor when you go and say, I saw this video about green tea and the benefits that it offers. I wonder if it's okay to have my mom drink a cup of green tea or have my dad drink a cup of green tea. Or should I even drink a cup of green tea? There's some medication I'm on that maybe would interact with my green tea or not. Is it okay? Because I hear it's really good for you. And I'd like to know. That's the way we go about it. And we ask God for wisdom and for knowledge and for understanding. And that way we don't just take off with something And now we bought a box of green tea and we're drinking all the stuff all at one time and doing stuff. No. But we know now that it helps us. It has benefits that are out of this world. I never knew that about green tea. Green tea? Seriously? How much have I walked past green tea in the store? I mean, come on, folks. Green tea. Really? And then I'm turning around here and finding out that I could have been helping myself and I could have been boosting and helping my loved ones. Well, hindsight, they say, is always better than foresight, but I love it this way. When it's never too late to learn, and my bishop says, the Bishop David J. Singleton, my bishop, he says, the biggest room there is room for improvement. So we can always improve, always improve. Okay? So, guys, I am going to not hold you any longer. This is Friday evening, and let me see. Did I get all of the clips in? I think I did. Let me see. There might be one more. Let's take a look. Let's take a look and see. Oh, here's a short one here.
Pretty much universally accepted by science as a healthy.
Take a look.
But just remember, as with everything in life, you can have too much of a good thing. So don't overdo it with the green tea. The number one thing that makes green tea so good for you is that it's loaded with healthy nutrients. All of these bioactive polyphenols are awesome for your health. You may have heard of some of them known as flavonoids or catechins, and what those are just antioxidants. And what antioxidants do is prevent free radical damage to your body. And free radical damage to your body over time causes cancer. But let me break that down a bit. I know all of you have faucets at home, whether it's in your bathroom or in your kitchen. Some of those faucets have rust on them. The rust is a direct result of that free radical damage we always talk about. Now, antioxidants prevent that rust from forming. So think of antioxidants as the rust prevention within our own bodies.
Yes! That's awesome!
Within media, it's been mentioned before that those who drink green tea have lower rates of cancer. And it's been theorized that it has something to do with the huge amount of antioxidants found within green tea. We have to not get too excited by this fact because this is only a correlation and not a causation. Yes, it's good to drink green tea, but no, it's not going to cure and prevent all types of cancer. Second great point about green tea. If you got stinky breath, maybe you should try some green tea.
Well, that's none of my business.
The nutrients within green tea that we just mentioned on this last point, known as catechins, do a great job of inhibiting and killing certain types of bacteria. In fact, studies were done and proved that bacteria known to cause bad breath within your mouth was killed by drinking green tea. Also, when you have less of that specific bacteria, you have less plaque. So green tea also decreases the risk of developing a cavity. Point tray about green tea. It does a great job of giving you stable energy without all the jitters. It has about 30 to 50 milligrams of caffeine, which is roughly half a cup of coffee. You're still focused, you're still stimulated, but you don't have that jittery feeling that you get with a big cup of coffee. Another nutrient within green tea that works together with caffeine to boost your brain function is called L-theanine. Its benefit is that it gives your brain relaxation without the added sedation or drowsiness that come along with other relaxing agents. While we've seen in animal and lab models that it increases your good cholesterol and lowers your bad cholesterol, what we found in animal, lab, and human trials is that green tea lowers your blood pressure. And if you watch my hypertension video, you know how important it is to keep your blood pressure under control. Point number 5, green tea can help you burn fat. Well, maybe. This is more of an individual case-by-case basis thing because not all studies agree on this. But there is a promise of increased metabolism and fat oxidation, essentially fat burning. Some of the lab models have shown a decrease in new blood vessel formation within your fat stores, meaning that it literally takes away the vital nutrition for your fat and makes it die, kicking that fat's butt. Point number 6. Animal and lab models both show that catechins, the nutrient we keep mentioning over and over again, decrease the risk of you developing Alzheimer's and Parkinson's disease. Science isn't clear on why this occurs, but it's theorized that it has something to do with the decrease in the development of plaque within the brain. If that doesn't encourage you to take a sip, I don't know what will. Point 7. Now this is the game changer. This is the one that everyone gets excited about. Green tea may increase your lifespan. There's been a ton of research done on this. Some studies even have 40,000 participants that show those who drink 3 to 5 cups of tea a day have an increased lifespan, have a decreased all-cause mortality, that means dying from anything, have decreases in heart disease, decreases in strokes. But before we get too excited, we need to remember correlation versus causation. Just because those who drink green tea live longer, it doesn't mean green tea is the sole thing that's responsible for that effect. So yes, enjoy your green tea, but don't think you're gonna live forever. Here's how you create the healthiest cup of tea possible. Don't add green tea directly to boiling water, as it destroys those healthy catechins we've been talking about. Don't go decaf, because the decaffeination process hurts more of the nutrients found within green tea. Add lemon into your tea, as it aids in the absorption of some of these nutrients. Finally, don't cheap out. Go for the good premium stuff, as it contains more of the healthy nutrients we've been talking about all along. I need you to know this. Don't buy into the BS supplements that take green tea extract and claim that it has miracle health benefits. They do not. The real thing is always healthier than the supplement form. As always, thanks for watching.
Wow, 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 guys. Outstanding, outstanding, outstanding. So, excuse me. So, I pray with these clips today, it helped to enhance my point about green tea. I'm sold on it. I will be drinking more of it in moderation, and I will be lessening my coffee and going for something that is more healthier for me. So please like the video, share the video, and leave a comment about green tea. I really want to know your thoughts, guys. And may you have a blessed Friday night. And may God bless you. And guess what? I'm going to see you guys in our next video. Oh, I forgot to say, it's green tea. Where do we got that? Right there. Green tea. That's what we're doing. That's what we're talking about right there. Yeah. Okay, guys. See ya. Have a great night.